Wait, before you take another step, I need you to listen. Something in your life looks sweet, safe, even divinely timed. But what if I told you it's not what it seems? What if this blessing is actually a trap, and you're about to walk straight into it? My dear child, I've been watching you closely, today especially. And I cannot stay silent anymore. You feel calm because nothing's gone wrong, yet. But I see what you don't. I see the moment before the storm. I see the snare, perfectly placed, designed to look inviting. Someone is smiling, not because they love you, but because they believe you won't see it coming. They think you're alone. But you're not. I am with you. I have never left you. I'm the whisper in your heart, the hesitation you felt earlier today. That strange pause in your chest. That was me. I'm trying to hold you back from something disguised as good, but meant for harm. Yes, it looks safe. That offer, that conversation, that opportunity. Even that person who suddenly reappeared in your life, it all looks innocent. But I see behind the mask. And I need you to trust me more than what your eyes can see. What they're offering is not a gift, it's a trap. Lies wrapped in flattery. Control disguised as care. Manipulation hiding behind compliments. And I see you, how you've been questioning yourself lately. You think you're being paranoid. But that discomfort in your spirit? That's not fear. That's me. That's your angels. That's divine protection. This trap is emotional, mental, even spiritual. It's being designed to make you feel obligated, as if saying yes makes you kind, and saying no makes you selfish. Do you see it now? This isn't about love. This is about control. I hear what they say when no one's watching. I see the intention behind their smile. And while they pretend to bless you, they're actually plotting your delay. But I will not let that happen, not while I'm your God. You've noticed the signs, haven't you? The dreams. The repeating numbers. The unshakable unease. You call it overthinking. I call it divine warning. You've been fighting long and hard. I know you're tired. You long for peace. But that's exactly why this trap looks like relief. It's not. Say yes to this, and slowly, quietly, you'll lose your freedom. One piece at a time. Until you no longer recognize your own reflection. That is not my will for your life. I've called you to joy, not confusion. Peace, not pressure. Freedom, not manipulation. Some people pretend to bring light, but they only drain yours. They don't come to love, they come to use. And they know exactly what to say to make your heart soften. But I didn't give you just a soft heart, I gave you a strong spirit. And it's time to use it. Because this isn't just about today, this is about protecting your future, the one I've carefully prepared for you. The enemy can't destroy you with force, so he's trying to do it through distraction. But child, you cannot afford to be distracted anymore. You are not desperate. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. That path you're about to take, it's not from me. I didn't write that chapter. And if you go too far, it may take months or years to come back. But even then, I'll come get you. That's how deeply I love you. But today, I want to spare you that pain, before it even begins. All I'm asking is this. Pause. Breathe. Ask me, God, is this really from you? And I will answer. I always do. If it doesn't feel like peace, it's not from me. If you feel confused, pressured, or uneasy, that's your sign. The one setting the trap will show their true nature when you ask for time. Just say, I need time. That's all. Anyone who truly loves you will respect your pause. But those who don't, their reaction will reveal everything. You've already been through so much. You've cried tears they'll never see. You've loved deeply, and you've had to let go, even when it hurt. But none of it was wasted. I used every moment to build your strength. You're not soft because you cry, you're strong because you kept loving. But now, I want you to love yourself enough to protect your future. The same lesson doesn't need to repeat. Not this time. Different face. Same pattern. And it always ends the same, with you drained and confused. This time, you walk away. This time, you protect your peace. This time, you choose from wisdom, not fear. You don't need to explain your boundaries. You don't need to apologize for protecting your spirit. That's growth. That's maturity. That's divine alignment. So pause. Breathe. Step back. Let pressure reveal truth. Let peace be your confirmation. And trust, if it costs your peace, it's too expensive. I am with you. I will guide you. And your real blessings, your true love, your divine purpose, will never require confusion, fear, or self-abandonment. So choose peace. Choose wisdom. Choose me. Now, breathe. Let the weight of the world fall off your shoulders. You've been carrying too much that was never yours to hold. You've been saying yes just to keep the peace. But child, that kind of peace is counterfeit. Real peace isn't quiet compliance. Real peace isn't walking on eggshells. Real peace comes from me. And my peace doesn't come with pressure. Let me remind you who you are. You are not weak for needing space. You are not selfish for protecting your soul. You are not unloving for stepping back. You are mine, and I've given you permission to choose differently this time. Let the world misunderstand you if they must. Let them accuse you, question your motives, or even walk away. But know this, I never will. I see your heart. I know your intentions. And I'm proud of the strength you're starting to show. You've silenced your spirit before. You've ignored red flags just to keep the peace. You've made excuses for behavior that hurt you. But now you're waking up. Now you're starting to see. And child, that is not rebellion. That is wisdom. I didn't create you to be used. I didn't call you to be everyone's fixer, everyone's answer, everyone's emotional home. You are not a dumping ground for someone else's chaos. You are not responsible for holding others together while falling apart inside. And I know it's hard to walk away when you're still hoping they'll change. It's hard to release someone you once prayed for. It's hard to let go of the version of love you wanted them to give. But I'm not asking you to walk away from love. I'm asking you to walk toward truth. Because real love never asks you to lose yourself. Real love doesn't silence your voice, exhaust your soul, or thrive in secrecy and confusion. If you have to shrink to be loved, if you have to guess how they feel, if you have to beg to be heard, that is not love. That is emotional captivity. And I came to set you free. So I'm pulling back the veil now. I'm giving you eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart strong enough to say, no more. This is your shift. Your sacred turning point. No more overextending yourself. No more over-apologizing for having boundaries. No more silencing your truth just to maintain a connection. I know what you've endured. The tears you cried in secret. The knots in your stomach when something felt wrong. The nights you laid awake asking me, why does love hurt like this? But love wasn't supposed to hurt like that. It's not supposed to confuse you. It's not supposed to drain your soul. You were born to love boldly, yes. But also wisely. You were born to forgive freely, yes. But not to stay where trust is consistently broken. You were born to help others, yes. But not to lose yourself in the process. Your boundaries are not a betrayal of love. They are a protection of it. Because you matter too. Your peace matters. Your calling matters. And your future matters more than any temporary approval you'll gain from staying in places that don't honor your worth. You've grown. Look how much you've overcome. This next chapter requires a higher standard, not just from others, but from yourself. Stop giving the best parts of you to people who haven't earned them. Stop shrinking to fit someone else's comfort zone. Stop second-guessing the gift of discernment I placed within you. That uneasy feeling, that hesitancy, that stirring inside you that won't settle, that's me. I'm not punishing you, I'm protecting you. You see, the enemy isn't after your possessions. He's after your peace, your joy, your clarity. Because when you lose those, you start to question me. You start to wonder if I ever spoke to you at all. But I did. I am. And I will continue to. So here's what I need you to do. Get still. Get quiet. Shut out the noise and come back to me. Let me remind you of your assignment. You are here for something greater than survival. You are here for more than people-pleasing. You are here for impact, for light, for truth, and for freedom. And freedom begins when you stop settling for what looks good and start choosing what feels right in your soul. This is the season where I separate what's divine from what's deceptive. You don't have to force anything. What's truly from me will flow with peace, not confusion. With joy, not anxiety. With clarity, not chaos. So if you're confused, step back. If you feel pressured, pause. If you feel uneasy, don't override it. And if it doesn't feel like me, it's not me. You don't have to wait for disaster to know when something is wrong. Your lack of peace is the confirmation. So don't chase closure. Don't wait for them to finally understand. Sometimes your peace begins with walking away quietly, without fanfare, without explanation, and without guilt. Because silence can be a holy act too. I will meet you in that silence. I will speak to you in the stillness. And I will fill every empty space they leave behind. You are not losing anything I can't restore. You are not walking away from love. You are walking into real love, the kind that starts within. So dry your tears. Lift your head. Straighten your crown. I haven't forgotten you. I haven't abandoned you. This detour is not denial, it's redirection. The delay is protection. The silence is strategy. And the discomfort is the beginning of your awakening. There is better ahead. But to get there, you must leave behind what feels familiar but wounds your spirit. Let me lead you now. Step by step. Day by day. You don't have to rush. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, for me to redirect your steps, restore your heart, and remind you. You are chosen. You are loved. You are protected. And you are enough. This time, you won't be fooled. This time, you won't walk into the trap. This time, you will see it for what it is. And walk away before it steals your light. You didn't imagine it. You didn't overreact. You weren't too sensitive. You were spiritually alert. And for a long time, you apologized for your sensitivity. When it was actually your gift of discernment. You noticed shifts in tone no one else heard. You felt spiritual weight in rooms others called fine. You saw beneath the surface when people only looked at appearances. That wasn't weakness. That was me, whispering through the spirit I placed in you. And it's time you stop silencing that voice just to make others comfortable. You were never meant to fit into dysfunctional systems. You were never created to thrive in atmospheres that thrive on pretending. You were called to disrupt cycles. To carry truth even when it shakes the room. Yes, I made you different. On purpose. Not so you'd feel alienated, but so you could be anointed for the uncommon path. That's why some doors shut without warning. That's why certain friendships faded without closure. That's why the places you used to belong now feel heavy and unfamiliar. It wasn't rejection. It was release. Because I saw what you couldn't. I saw how staying would have cost your peace. I saw how compromise was starting to dim your light. I saw how you were trying to build a home in places where your spirit couldn't breathe. So I allowed the shifting. I allowed the stripping. Not to punish you, but to prepare you. Because your next season requires a purer version of you. Not the version they trained you to be. Not the version you became to be accepted. Not the version who learned to hide pain behind strength. But the real you. The freed you. The bold, whole, healed you. You see, I'm not just repairing the surface. I'm refining the soul. This fire, it's not consuming you. It's purifying you. And yes, it hurts. Growth often looks like grief. It feels like the death of who you used to be. But oh, beloved, what's being born in you is sacred. You are emerging. Not broken, but rebuilt. Not bitter, but better. Not scattered, but strategically placed. So trust me with the process. Even when it feels slow. Even when the silence lingers. Even when you don't understand where I'm taking you. You are not being buried. You are being planted. And what's been growing in the dark will soon be revealed in the light. You don't need to force open doors. You don't need to chase what I didn't assign to you. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth. What I've ordained for you will not require manipulation. It will come with peace. It will come with alignment. It will come on time. So let go of timelines that were never mine. Let go of expectations that came from comparison. Let go of attachments that drain you more than they develop you. This is your divine detachment season, where I gently remove what distracts you, so I can elevate what empowers you. And no, they may not understand your shift. They may accuse you of changing. They may try to guilt you back into old versions of yourself. But hold your ground. You are not obligated to shrink for the sake of someone else's comfort. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to grow out of what once fit. You are allowed to say, I'm not that version of me anymore. And I celebrate that. I celebrate your courage. I celebrate your quiet healing. I celebrate your subtle boundaries no one sees but me. I see how you resist the urge to retaliate. I see how you keep choosing compassion over chaos. I see how you keep showing up, even when your heart is heavy. And child, I am so proud of you. You've learned how to rest instead of quit. You've learned how to pray instead of panic. You've learned how to walk away with peace instead of pain. And now, I am making all things new. You don't have to go back to what was. You don't have to prove that you're enough. You don't have to wear masks to be accepted. Just come. Come with your questions. Come with your weariness. Come with your messy heart and trembling hands. You are safe here. You are loved here. You are seen, fully. You are known, completely. And still, you are cherished beyond measure. So exhale. You don't need to hold it all together anymore. The battles you've fought in secret. I'm bringing justice. The tears you've cried at midnight. I'm bottling every drop. The prayers you whispered when no one else knew. I heard them all. I have not forgotten you. Even now, I am moving behind the scenes. Aligning the right people. Opening the right doors. Setting divine appointments in motion. Just wait. Just trust. And while you wait, heal. Rest. Reclaim your voice. And remember who you are. You are not what you lost. You are not who left. You are not the voice of your critics. You are not the weight of your past. You are my beloved. You are chosen. You are covered. You are worthy of love that doesn't require you to suffer for it. And this time, you walk forward with peace in your bones, fire in your soul, and heaven at your back.